Okay, you're good.
So here's the thing. We witnessed drug trafficking last night. I'm not kidding.
Are you serious?
Straight up drug trafficking. Like, we were there, sitting in Dan Vaquero's car with Dan and Andy, and waiting for people to come meet us there. And this dude rolls up, just guns by us, 60 miles an hour, turns around, comes back, shines his headlights in our car. We're laying down because we have no idea what's going on. And we thought it was some drunk dude. We're parked in a spot. And he parks a couple spots up in front of us. And then we get out of the car. We're like, hey, listen, like if we're in your spot, like that's cool. Like we'll do it. It's not a big deal. And he like opens the door a little bit, looks at us, and then closes the door. Waits a couple seconds, gets out, and the girl that was driving gets out. And he's like, no, you're not in our spot. And we're like, oh, okay, cool. He's like 6'1", 6'2". He's got like dirty blonde hair. He's got a dark pea coat on. So we're like, whatever, forget about it. An hour later, the people we were looking to meet show up, and they get out to investigate the gifts that we had left for them at the flagpole. And they start walking back to their car to move it a little bit closer, and this dude comes up to them and is like, yo, where have you been? We've been raiding around for hours. And we're like, and they're like, what? So they thought it was somebody who we knew that they didn't know, and they were like, oh, what? We're supposed to be this late, like, and he was like, and then this dude just boom, switch. People in the apartments across the street are like starting to get really mad, and like, they've called the cops. And so they're like, what? What's going on? So then McNichol gets out of the car.
Keep in mind what the guy's carrying.
And this is also, that's the dude that's talking to them. There's also another dude who's got a briefcase with something in it. I don't know what's in it, but it's a briefcase. Dude looks sketch. Dude who's talking to us looks sketch, which, same guy. Well, I don't know if it's the same guy, but the description fits. He was like late 20s, early 30s, same age that we saw. He had a hat on, couldn't see his hair, but he had a dark pea coat, 6'1", 6'2". So we're like, so they're kind of freaked out. McNichol gets out of the car to go and say like, hey, like, is there a problem? And this guy's like, yeah, people in the apartments have been complaining. You guys have been here for like 4 or 5 hours. Like, I'm not really sure why the cops haven't been called yet. So, boom, again, story change. But you guys just need to get out of here. Just get out of here. So we're seeing this go down from across the way, and Andy Dovin gets a phone call in our car, and it's McNichol, and quote of the night, Andy, get the hell out of Dodge. We're just like, oh, boom, car starts.
Oh my goodness.
All like 8 cars bus just
holy crap.
Scatter, straight up scatter. And
did everyone see it?
Yeah. And so after a little bit of trying to figure out, we regroup on the hall. So yeah, we drove back to Pittsburgh, and all of us have no idea what's going on. And so we regroup on the hall and kind of start swapping stories and figure out this dude that we saw is probably the same guy that confronted them. And so we're like, F, this sucks. Like,
oh my gosh.
Come to find out, we couldn't see from our vantage point. There were also 2 other cars that helped box all of the guys we were meeting, like helped box them in, and 2 guys got out of those cars who looked like they could be packing heat, like big goons who were like 6'3", 6'4", shady looking dudes. Sketchbo. Find out these guys are in a gold Lexus and a blue Mercedes or blue BMW that had been driving around the block, which we have seen these 2 cars driving around the block for like 2.5 hours before, just circling, just zooming up and down the street. So, conclusion we made, drug trafficking. Like, I'm pumped to see, like, those dudes that we were meeting there. I'm pumped. I'm like, I got, like, my little pack of Black and Miles. I'm like, yeah, this is going to be sick. Oh! Get out out of here!
Like, we see everybody roll up, we're like, they're finally here, we've been waiting forever, and then we're like, why are they not, like, they were all just standing around the
on
cars.
your turf or something?
We're like, why are they not coming
the thing is, they're like,
to meet
they like
at
got out of the
flagpole?
car, and they're like, oh, flagpole, sick.
And so we're all just still crouching in our cars like, what the heck's going on?
Yeah.
Finally, McMorrow looks up and was like,
Oh my gosh.
McNichol's back there talking to some guy. Like, I don't know
Yeah, we
what's
see
going on.
McNichol get out of the car, and he's like, he's doing his little head scratch thing, like, what's going on? None of us were like, oh, McNichol, get in the car, you idiot. We're trying to surprise these guys. Like, and then you see dudes and cars and briefcases and just ass hitting the fan in general everywhere. I got out. Captain got out.
That is
Meanwhile,
crazy.
we almost left Travis and Noack because they were hiding under the platform. And
Seriously?
and so we didn't know like where they were. We take off and then Travis calls us and we're like, hey, what's going on? We were like, where are you at? And he's like, oh, I'm back at the
my
flagpole
gosh.
still. So we roll back and grab Trav and then just
Peace out. Oh my god.
impression that it was like from like McNichol was saying, it was just like a pissed resident and he was taking pictures of our car and he was like, we need to get out of here, like we can't.
Yeah, okay, but we broke this down too. Okay, so let's run through the scenarios. A, it is a pissed off resident. Okay, and he's taking pictures just to threaten us. No harm, no foul. B, 2, whatever. He's an eccentric, pissed off resident who actually sends those pictures in. Worst
What?
we get is some parking tickets. Okay.
Okay, it's not bad.
Or C, he fits the description of what we think he is, and he's a drug lord, and he's gonna come to kill us. I'm really hoping it's A.
For our sake.
For
Oh my
everyone's
gosh.
sake. But C, if I have to choose another one, I think C because it would make a better story.
By the way, you left your trash can, Alex. Thanks.
Bummer.
By the way, Alex, I got a new cardigan.
That looks nice. $5? Where?
Marshalls, we made a pit stop.
Word.
I was wearing this when we got almost killed by drug traffickers.
You're famous now. Fact. Nice. Okay.
Hey.
Go, Zach.
Oh. Oh, hey, Alex. Thanks for the bed. And the roommate.
Thanks for leaving me and giving me Zach and leaving me with a couple of your shirts.
That's very nice.
Yeah, thanks for nothing. I'm the only one in our lives who's here. Super lonely. You know when you were praying the other night? No, you don't, because you weren't.